Want to have a bit of a brutal reframe, it's actually selfish. Because if you've got a skill set that can help, but you're not putting yourself out on camera, you're not marketing yourself, you don't have a website, you're hiding, it's actually selfish because you're putting your own blocks ahead of the person that you can help.
Hey guys, I'm Ninja. This is Aaron.
Hello.
Another episode of On the Table.
Yep.
Today we're going to talk about getting on camera. So as a massage therapist or a body worker, something a lot of people have a lot of fear around.
Yeah.
They don't feel safe.
No.
So we're going to talk about that. And while I'm treating Aaron's pec, there's a bit of pec there to bloody treat.
Been working on the old pecs.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
every day,
Pecs
every
get
day.
there. Yeah. Everyday bench.
Everyday bench.
Trying to catch up to Jace
Yep.
and Das.
Yeah, so we're just going to demonstrate some treatment. So we're not actually going to tell you what we're doing blow by blow because it's more about our podcast. But you might be able to pick up on some stuff because I've been doing body work since 2001, been a practitioner since 1999 as a professional. Wow. So I got a lot of experience. I went to the nth degree to figure out how to fix everybody, every different condition, and really pride myself in being vital and fit and strong myself, having the capacity to treat 40 hours, 45 hours a week when I want to. But now it's all about teaching, passing that baton on and being able to get people all around the world to be able to experience the relief that we're able to give people mentally and physically, because it's holistic body work. It's not just the physical work.
You've dedicated your life to it, man. Hey, but that's a big part about what we're going to speak to today is getting on camera. You know, putting yourself out there and breaking down those barriers that are there to actually getting on camera. Because, we teach a lot of body workers. We speak to a lot of prospective people that want to come and do our course. And it's a block. It's a massive block. I think it's not just body workers. I reckon anyone on camera, isn't it? When you hear your voice for the first time and you look at yourself, it's like, you don't want to look at it. You shy away. But what we're going to talk about today is our journey. Hey, Ninj, because people might not know this, but we both weren't very good at it.
Yes, very true. Extremely true in my case.
Yeah.
And some people might say I'm not that good at it now as well, but we're getting our message out there, and you got to promote yourself. So if you kind of you're hidden, who's going to find you? You're kind of robbing people of having the benefit of the work that you can do with them.
Yeah, if you want to have a bit of a brutal reframe, it's actually selfish. Because if you've got a skill set that can help, but you're not putting yourself out on camera, you're not marketing yourself, you don't have a website, you're hiding, it's actually selfish because you're putting your own blocks ahead of the person that you can help. So that reframe is really powerful because you go, actually, you know what, if I want to be in service, I've got people out there that need my help, I've got to put myself out there. So you kind of put yourself in a service mindset rather than worrying about your own blocks. And what comes from it is the more you do, the more it dissolves. And we're at a point now after doing videos together for 10 years where we can just do it so easily.
Yeah.
It feels nice, doesn't it?
Yeah,
when you can
it's
do
awesome just to be able to be free and be authentic. But I suppose just a real quick snapshot of me. I was a really quiet kid. I was, just wasn't, except for playing sports where I was more extrovert, but I'm very much an introvert and quiet. And what really kind of made me even more introvert, I had acne, like a real lot of acne problems, so I went even more introverted, and I was kind of lucky that I could still play sport because that was a way I could express myself. But from that conditioning, I suppose, the pain, the lack of feeling safe around people to face things, I kind of got even worse at public speaking and speaking to small groups and things like that. Even in sports, I kind of didn't want to be the captain, even though I probably could have been a lot, and because I didn't want to be that focal point. That I didn't want to have my birthday party, I didn't want to get married, or all these different things, because I felt like I didn't want to be that center of attention. So, but then when I kind of got this gift kind of given to me, a download, where I was able to help people out, and that really, I really wanted that to be part of my identity because it was something I was actually good at apart from sports, first time in my life. And I was floating around, didn't really know what I could do and things like this. But then, it just become part of my identity. And then I really went about trying to promote myself because I want to do more of it. I just want to do more and more. So I kind of got in front of people one-on-one, and had confidence because I knew I had this technique and things like that. And I just got people to give me word of mouth, and then I just met more and more people. And just went from there. So I think that's part of my story. And then,
but being on camera, you still weren't good at the start. Hey,
No.
you were already proficient at the technique when you started doing videos. I think you were already doing it 15 years, maybe 10 years.
Yeah.
It's still, that was a block, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you definitely weren't yourself. You weren't just free. It was you were tight, weren't you?
Yeah. I filmed course like in, I don't even know what year, maybe 2008 or something like that. I filmed the course already.
Crazy.
And had a couple of goes at it. And but when we started our YouTube channel in 2011, well, you could go back and have a bit of a look.
I think we've got to add a card into this one for sure. Yeah.
Hi,
I'm Marcus. I'm talking about sports massage. So good.
Yeah.
But that's the best thing about YouTube, isn't it? It's a diary of your life. You can see the progression in you, the business, where we've come from, what cameras we were using. It's the best part about documenting our whole journey, isn't it, Ninj?
Yeah. So and tell us about you. You've got a good story as well with your ability to speak.
Like people wouldn't know this, but growing up I had a really bad stutter. It was like really significant, and it really hurt my self-confidence massively. Like I remember in primary school, my parents would call up my teacher and basically say, don't ask Aaron anything in class in a group environment, because I'd panic, and I think with stuttering, you can either be like a stutterer, where it's like you repeat the letter. I had a little bit of that, but mainly mine was like a block. So like literally nothing comes out. So it's I've had some harrowing stories that I can recount about my block, and it sucks. And it still comes up from time to time. Like if I'm super stressed, or I can feel it, I can catch it and I can hide it a little bit better than I used to as a kid. But it really used to affect me. And the thought of being on camera, let alone just answering a question in a school environment, a school class, the thought of being on camera would be like, I wouldn't do it. It would be like non-existent. But just exposure. And I think what you said, Ninj, finding something that you love and you're passionate about. Like when you're answering a question in school where you don't know it or whatever, that's when the stress rises. But when you're talking about something that you love and that you're good at and that's going to be good for someone else, I don't know, there's a different energy behind it. And that's what really helped break down the barriers for me. Probably was also getting jobs in retail and getting situations and in scenarios where you had to speak to someone. I think that really was good exposure therapy for me as well.
Yeah.
And no better way than being one-on-one with a person where you're treating them, that's one of the most intimate environments that you can possibly have. But I guess the moral of this story is that you don't need to be good at something to start it,
Don't be great at the start. You have to start in order to be great.
Yeah, that's such a good quote, isn't it? But it is such an important part of marketing yourself. In this day and age, if you're not on Meta, if you're not on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and you want to make some noise and you want to get clients, like in terms of lead acquisition and marketing, you've got to be doing video. You just have to be. Especially if you're a business owner and you've got staff, you have to be doing it in this day and age, because it's only going to get more and more like this, and people are relying on short form content. It's just a skill that you have to train, and that's why with our program that we teach with our students, the way we mark their progress is through video assessment, especially in our online certification. So we give our students a taste of what it's like to create a treatment video and present and focus on things like lighting and microphones, and we set them up and break down those barriers so that when they finish the course, going to make a piece of content is a skill that they've honed. So we know it's going to be better for them in the long run as well. So I guess just the intention behind all these video series is to match the actions of body workers with their expectations. Because everyone wants to be busy. Everyone wants to be significant and a go-to and to earn a lot of money and to have maximum impact. But if you're not willing to do the actions to get you there, then those expectations need to change, because they're never going to be hit. But with our help, we can help you match those actions to the expectations, so you don't need to change them. In fact, the only reason to change them would be to fucking hell. The only reason to change them would be to make them even greater. Because that's what we want for you. We're just a bloke with acne and a bloke with a stutter who have built this thing to, you know, this proportion. You know, that's the reality.
Build it up,
Yeah.
isn't it? I suppose just a little tip for you is start off simple.
Yeah.
You know, you can start off just by some photos and some music and some, you know, use the transition apps. You know, cut it up for you.
Yeah, it's never been easier.
Yeah.
When we started, we had a camcorder.
Yeah, you know, had to edit it and didn't know what we were doing editing and things like that as well. So yeah, it's so much easier. So yeah, but you gotta start, put something out there, and then get better and better over time.
Yeah, and it just comes back to backing yourself in. You can do it. Like, so the blocks of so many people is just that they don't think they can do it and they fear making a mistake. You're going to be shit at it. You're going to make a mistake, but you can do it. You're going to get there, but you just have to have a crack. You know, like anything in life, you just got to back yourself in, roll the dice, bet on yourself. And what's on the other side is magic.
Yeah. I suppose you are the authority figure for a lot of people that aren't into your niche thing. You're gonna be like a wizard to them. So you got to know that. Don't kind of compare yourself to Einstein type of thing.
Yeah.
The someone that has done it for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just compare yourself to yourself and just know that you will improve. But if you don't put it out there, you're never gonna get better. You're never gonna start.
It's such a good thing though, Ninja. Like, if you've studied something, you're gonna know so much more than everyone. Think about if you read up on a topic for an hour and got really good on it, and then we had to explain it to someone out on the street. You'd know stuff that they wouldn't know. So think about the whole degree that you've done, you know, the whole course that you've done. You've got heaps of intelligence and understanding of something. So don't feel like you're not going to know, you don't know enough to put it out. I guarantee you what you know is way more than the viewers. And so they're going to be like, oh, cool, I learned something today. Or I'm going to want to come and see that person. Good topic, Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty done.
Pretty done, I think. So what do you got? Homework?
Homework.
I reckon, make a piece of content.
Yeah. John Kennedy. Don't think, do. Do something.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ninja. Very bloody good. Have a good day, guys.